I suffered a severe injury, and that led to me becoming a multi-millionaire. My name is Korbie and Nitiforo, and I own innovative real estate investments. And the reason I make these videos is because I want to help more people get out of the rat race. The biggest changes in your life will occur due to inspiration and desperation. And I'm going to give you an example of both and how they affected my life. Let me start with inspiration. In 2000, my brother and I went to compete in the Mr. USA bodybuilding championships. And I'll preface this by saying that we had both done very well at our local level competition. Joe had won the 1999 Mr. New Mexico competition, and I had won the 1999 Tournament of Champions in Redondo Beach, California. And so we both thought we were hot shit. It turns out we went to the USA's, and backstage we pump up, and you have to oil up before you go on stage. And both of us, we both experienced the same thing. We were pumping up, and as we pumped up and the guys were stripping down their clothes, we each realized that they were on a different level. And so needless to say, neither one of us did very well that year. Neither one of us placed in the top 15. But that inspired us to go to the gym and train like animals. And we each put on about 20 pounds of muscle for the next year. And so my brother Joe went on in the 2001 USA's. He went on to place 5th out of probably 50 guys. And I actually, in 2001, I tore my quad. Let's talk a little bit about desperation. As I said earlier, in 2001, I suffered a quadricep tendon rupture, and it required a surgery. So in layman's terms, I tore my quad off the bone. And for those of you who know anything about injuries, a quadricep tendon rupture is one of the worst injuries you can ever experience, especially as a bodybuilder. Because in bodybuilding, we rely on symmetry, and we want to make sure that our muscles are all even. And so your quads have to look the same. And when you experience a quadricep tendon rupture, it takes forever to heal, first of all. And secondly, they usually don't come back to 100%. So I had the surgery. I was in a leg cast. I was in a full leg cast. When I say full leg cast, from my ankle all the way up to my hip for 6 full weeks. And during that 6 weeks time, I was depressed, but more importantly, I was desperate. I experienced desperation. And so I was thinking in my mind, my bodybuilding career was over. So I had to figure out a way to make a living. And so that forced me to delve into my business. And so I started building my entrepreneurial muscles. And I still say to this day, that injury was a blessing in disguise, because I was able to come back and build my quads back up to size, and I was able to do very well in the competition circuit. But in addition to that, and more importantly, I was able to build up my business and build it up to a point where I became a multi-millionaire by the time I was 30 years old.
YouTube, if you like the videos we've been putting out and you want to see more videos about getting financially free and getting out of the rat race, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and all that other YouTubey stuff.